both of these teams really shine is on offense.
Oh, yeah. BA, these two teams can score the basketball. They'll be trying to match each other shot for shot all night long, and we got a front row seat.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. On the perimeter, it's KCP and Wiggins. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. Now here's Clark, averaging around 6 a game. And it's Morant missing. Outside Hunter. And he makes it on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Jackson. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Morant, no good. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
Clark finds Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want: hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Cleveland has possession after Memphis picked up the 3 with their last shot. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. Over to the left wing. Garland for 3. Pure from three-point range.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And we've seen Triple J do this many times. Answer the triple.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Now Mitchell. From behind the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Now here's Wells. Hunter covering. Outside Morant. Outside Caldwell Pope. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Memphis ahead, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Dean Wade is out there with Larry Nance. And it's Ball in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Chalk up 2 there. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
And it seems like the East is wide open, Doris. How do the Cavs capitalize with a deep run?
Well, I think they can start with continuity. They have a quality young core when you think about Evan Mobley, when you think about Darius Garland, when you think about Jared Allen. So I'm not arguing for complacency by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think there's a strong case for running it back and giving a talented offensive team with a double big lineup another opportunity. I think they're good enough.
Here's Wade. No points yet.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Aldama. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Conchar. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Ball. Fires from deep. Drains the triple.
And Ball has gotten better shooting from deep. Defenses must honor his shot.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Doris, if you want the definition of a solid NBA player, Max Strus fits the bill.
Absolutely, B.A., and there's a couple reasons for that. First and foremost, his competitive toughness is on display nightly. The guy never gives up on a play. You can ask him to guard up a position because he's got physical strength. He's a fearless knockdown shooter, and if you give him any space from three, he's going to catch his rhythm and have a big night.
Substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Mobley comes in for Wade. Hunter's checked in for Strus. And Garland is subbed in for Ball. And a new group getting ready for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Wells comes in for Aldama. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jerome. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Wells, the pass to Morant. Back to Wells. Outside Morant. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. Cleared away by Wells. Grizzlies lead by 8. Here's Morant. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Edey finds Morant. Boom! Ja Morant!
Well, Morant's ability to overcome inside coverage with agility is so impressive.
Outside Hunter. One on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That'll do it for the first half. Memphis ahead, up 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
I think for the Cavaliers, they're still a team that can be dangerous, but they're having trouble playing at their best every night. That's a lack of focus on their part.
We've seen some surprising losses from them here early in the season. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Cavaliers.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And you look at Jaren Jackson. He's been playing really well.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Checking out the group for Tuomas Isalo to start the second half. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Morant runs point with KCP to his side. And it's Clark in at the 5 down low. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and a Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Cleveland. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
He gets it in there. Mitchell's got his first 2 points.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Now here's Hunter. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Garland. Allen, left side. Pass to Mitchell. 3-ball! Donovan Mitchell!
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Please welcome to the court from the Powerhouse Dance Team.
Different look for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Allen. Strus comes in for Hunter. And it's Ball in for Garland. Then for Memphis, Edey's checked in for Clark. Aldama comes in for Wells. And Ty Jerome subbed in for Caldwell Pope. .107 left in the third. Aldama outside. Down low. Here's Morant. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Nance, high post. Out to Mobley for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Pass to Edey. Now here's Morant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Aldama, the pass to Jackson. Back to Aldama. Jerome outside. Just 3 to shoot. From downtown. Mobley grabs the board. on the wing, Strus. And Mobley throws it down.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And so Tomas Isalo calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give a few Cleveland welcome to the Taz Crew Hot Squad. On your way to the floor is your Taz Crew Hot Squad.
From deep three-point range, no good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Mitchell and Hunter will be filling out the wings. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. And it's Garland in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's Morant following the score by Cleveland. That one goes! Yes, sir!
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Now Hunter, beyond the arc. The 3 ball is down!
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Yeah, so hard to guard, Ja. I mean, he can beat you in so many ways.
Shooting for Memphis, John Morant at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Good on both.
Boy, in a tight game, he steps up and delivers.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 5.
2 minutes.
Now Allen. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
4th quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Morant lays it in easily.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Hunter. Here's Allen. Yes! Using that window.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Morant with it, guarded by Garland. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, "Hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end." Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Hunter, tightly guarded. Lets it go from 14. No good. Memphis leading by 5. Outside Morant. 56 seconds left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Now Hunter. Now Garland. Mitchell. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This is a bona fide go-to guy. Donovan Mitchell doing his thing.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Morant. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Third team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts him up 5. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Here's Mitchell. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that's an intentional foul.
First, 14 foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr., 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just terrific job knocking these down in a big spot.
Outside Garland takes a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game. Hunter! And he nails it!
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Garland fires! Misses the 3! For 3. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And let's reveal our player of the game, Ja Morant.